Welcome back once again, you gorgeous little freaks. I am Slydog, this is Mozark the Mad, and as usual, we're reviewing another horror movie. This time, we are doing Martyrs. One that neither of us have seen, so this one was a little bit more fun for both of us. A novel experience we got to share.
Yeah, I think so. I actually got to see you flinch a little bit during a couple parts.
A little bit.
Minor, not as bad as me, obviously, but yeah. So it was good to see you get kind of caught off guard a little bit.
Sometimes jump scares still get me, man. You know, you can see 1,000 of them, but still.
Something's going to get you.
Yeah.
I get you. I agree.
But yeah, I've got a few things to say about this movie. Do you have any fun facts or how, like, director or anything, how this was made?
It looks like it came out in 2015. If I've looked it up correctly, Pascal Augier, I think is his name. I'm not exactly sure I pronounced that correctly, so
Sure.
if I butchered it, I apologize. But directed it and wrote it.
Wow.
Now, that was a 2008 version, which I think was maybe French. I don't know. So I'm not sure about 2015 who directed it. I'll have to look that all up again. But
I'm sure we can find it in the credits.
Yeah.
Whoever did, I have some notes.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and get started.
Well, let's just start it like we usually do.
Okay.
You know, we've got an orphan who was kidnapped.
Being held,
tortured, escapes, joins an orphanage. Lucy is the girl who was tortured and all that. Goes to an orphanage, nunnery. No, that's not a nunnery.
It was a convent.
Convent. There we go.
Yeah, it was a orphanage.
Yeah,
run by nuns.
And makes a friend named Anna.
Anna who steals chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
Smart enough to write down character names.
I know.
This time. Good job.
We're learning. It's almost like that first video was the first time we've done it.
Right.
Lucy has night terrors.
Definitely has night terrors. Nuns come in trying to help her out, and they keep saying, there's no monsters here, there's no monsters here. But definitely Lucy is seeing something.
Well, we have confirmation, like afterwards, whenever she's alone in her room, she barricades her door with a chair, hides under her sheets. We see something come in the shadow through the sheets.
Lights
rip
flickering.
It off. We see a woman who's fucked up, scream at her.
Witch type, scary, something. Demonic almost.
This is my first issue with it.
Okay.
Throughout the whole movie, they don't explain what the fuck that was. Was that just Lucy's mind? Was she hurting herself?
She was hurting herself, I think, because there was a point in time, once again, spoilers, just get ready because we're going to throw it all out there.
That is true.
When the murders happened in the house, and the demon, for whatever you want to call it, witch, whatever, busts her face into the picture frame, grabs a glass, stabs her in the leg, and just, is basically trying to kill her. Anna walks in, and you see Lucy smashing her own head against the coffee table. There was nothing there, grabbing her and smashing her head into it. I think all the torture that Lucy had gone through as a small child, something was still kind of kicking in there. Maybe some part of the lizard brain or whatever. It's like she got used to the torture. She got used to the pain and needed it. And that was what was driving her to harm herself, thinking it was one of the people or some demon or whatever that had followed her through all this time, growing up after she'd gotten away, made her escape.
I mean, that's fine. I just wish they had communicated that a little better, because I started to get confused on, like, are we going for a supernatural thing?
I will give you that.
Is it in her head? Because now, plot spoiler, obviously, once we learn the plot, that this mysterious institution is trying to get these martyrs, which are types of people who can withstand pain and survive, to go to the other side. Is this some weird ghost thing where, like,
are they trying
spirits
to see life after death? What's in that threshold of between living and dying? That moment, it seems like that's what they were trying to catch. What bothers me is this a scientific experiment, or is this a religious experiment?
Well, based on them hanging her to the cross and Father, like, it felt very...
There was a priest there, yeah. So it did kind of feel like they had some sort of religious thing going.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you've got the doctor that's conducting all these experiments, living in a beautiful estate with trees and everything everywhere, and nice orchards. The director, I guess is what you call her. I don't know.
Yeah, the lady
in charge. Up in a Tesla there. You got a chauffeur, bodyguards running around all over the place. There were people watching these final moments of the martyrs. Were they worshipers? Were they investors? Were they there just sightseeing? How did they find out about this place and get to show up?
It felt more to me like they were investors type of thing.
That's why I was leaning more towards scientific as opposed to religious.
It felt a little more kind of like, certainly not the same, but like Scientology kind of thing, where like they paid to get, or like Hostel, where...
Right, you're paying to kill somebody.
Exactly, you're paying to kill somebody, you're paying to find out what happens after death. And so that's kind of the vibe I was getting, because as soon as the shit hit the fan, the viewers, the onlookers, they dipped out quick.
Right.
There was no religious conviction that they were going to stick around.
Right. So that's, there's that.
So yeah, that part, I think the movie could have done without it. I think if we saw something a little more internally psychological, where like you see the ghost, I mean, yes, the head slamming was a clue.
Right.
But if, whenever she was cutting her with the glass and stuff, if you see the creepy girl stabbing her with it, and then it cuts to her stabbing her with it.
Stabbing herself with it?
Yeah, stabbing herself with the glass. Just kind of showing a little more of the translation that, no, she's doing this to herself. It's just all in her head, and it's this real for her.
Right.
That would have conveyed more of the PTSD of the trauma for me.
Yeah. Had they done that, though, maintained that demonic entity or whatever, and then bled it into the religious aspect of the moments that everybody, the one girl's burned at the stake, and Lucy was crucified. Those are all kind of have some sort of religious aspect to them.
Exactly, and that's what kind of threw me, was it felt like the movie didn't know what it wanted to do. We were playing with supernatural, we were playing with existentialism and institutionalism and stuff like that, and you've got this whole kind of religious undercurrent.
Yeah.
But it never fully laid it out. It laid out the premise that they wanted to see what's in the afterlife. Like, that's great.
Yeah.
Fine. But when it came to her and the movie itself, like, did a spirit come back?
Just didn't work.
Yeah. It wasn't my cup of tea. It didn't. This whole thing wasn't my cup of tea. I was not big on this movie. We did have that one moment where that did surprise me, where homegirl came in with a shotgun.
At the very beginning.
At the very beginning, yeah. Like, we get to 10 years later,
right,
and then we cut to this random ass family, and then door opens and she just full like
shoots dad,
gangster fucking kills him.
Yeah, reloads.
Oh yeah.
Takes time, puts the effort in.
Totally premeditated.
Yeah.
But see, I got excited after that happened, because it took me by surprise, because it changed the pace.
It did.
Of the movie, where I was like, oh, we're going now.
Yeah.
And then it just, for me, this movie was 90% sizzle, like 10% steak. Because we've got all of this tension and all of this mystery, right?
Right.
With Anna coming to help her, And then these random strangers come in.
And Anna not believing her.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Anna finds the truth. Stumbles across the tunnel down into the torture chambers, whatever you want to call them.
Which I also have issues with logistics on.
Okay.
Number one, that ladder entrance, that dad was a bit bigger. One, he would not have fit down that entrance.
Right. I can see that.
So, I don't know what ritual's going on, but we should have had a bigger opening.
Yeah.
Because Anna is tiny. And she was like, that door was to her shoulders.
Yeah.
So Homeboy's not getting through that. Like,
right. Yeah.
That's a steel concrete entrance.
I can see your point there.
Number two, whenever they all got captured, they have this like scene that I'm assuming is supposed to build tension and foreboding, where Anna is singing the lullaby that they sing when they're a kid,
right?
And it cuts to them going away from the
it's almost like an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, they cut to where she's going to the opening itself and looking at it. From how I interpreted it, she was still literally singing. That is horribly insulated. I'm assuming this is concrete buildings and concrete walls. You would not have heard her outside of...
You talking about down the tunnel?
Yeah, down in like the little prisoner.
Or are you talking about down in the holding cells?
No, in the holding cells.
Because in the holding cells, you could hear, because we hear Lucy screaming several times.
That's why I think it's bad. It's bad logistics for a kidnapper, torturer.
I disagree. The reason I disagree is because what they were trying to accomplish. You would want them to have that feeling of fear and foreboding, because that's also a form of torture.
No. The people upstairs. So they had this scene where...
Oh, that's why she shot the brother and the daughter, because they were in on it. They knew they had to die.
Yeah, exactly. But that's my point, is this is a horrible setup for a serial torturer for whatever reason.
Right.
There's that scene where Anna, she's in the holding cell. And then the camera cuts, and it pulls back, and it's showing the entrance where they went through the wall in the kitchen cabinet.
Right.
And they pull back, and she's still singing, and you can hear the echo of her singing.
Okay.
I'm like, if this is concrete and all of that stuff, as someone who probably wants to keep this under wraps...
It's brilliant acoustics.
Exactly. Okay, this is a really stupid idea.
Right. Okay, I got you.
So no wonder the kids were on it. They could hear play-by-play.
Right. Yeah.
Like what was happening.
On the other side of that, though, I like that. I liked being able to hear through the walls, because you could hear the torture going, but you don't see the torture going. There's one part where you see a bloody drill.
Yeah.
To me, my imagination is going to be just as bad, if not worse, than anything that's going to appear on a screen.
Within the holding cells, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Like, within the holding cells is a form of audio torture, hearing your friend being f***ed up and you don't know what's happening.
Right.
Yeah, that's absolutely a great tactic for psychological torture.
Sure.
But if you're trying to hide it, probably everything else...
It needs to be soundproof.
Should be pretty soundproof.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was bugging me. And I didn't know if that was supposed to be artistic or what, but they didn't make it clear in my opinion. Do you have anything? I mean, I can keep going, but...
Something that I liked that you don't usually see a lot of.
Yeah.
Usually it's everybody's like, oh, we've got to go run upstairs and hide, which happened too many times, in my opinion, in this one. At least once they were smart enough to try and jump out a window and get away that way.
That is true.
But it was Anna. Anna was the one that was, we got to get out. She's the one that, when she was getting buried in the mass grave there, was smart enough to climb through the pipe.
Yeah.
Using your surroundings wisely. Turn around and go back into the house, I thought was kind of foolish. I would have gone for help and called the police first, but pressed for time. My friend's in there. I got to go save her. Okay, fine. I'll buy that. Being smart enough to grab a weapon. Not only a weapon, but a good weapon. She grabbed a shovel. Guy comes walking out. Bam, bam, bam. Stick the shovel in his throat. Dig a nice little hole. Kill him. Next bad guy comes out, hit him with a shovel, the handle breaks off, stab him within the kidney. I'm thinking, finally, somebody is actually using their head and are coming up with weapons to fight off the bad guys.
Oh, sure, yeah.
She gets inside, grabs a hidden shotgun, turns around, and hits a guy with it because she hadn't had time to load it yet. Brilliant.
That was practical. That was
Loads
nice.
it up, reloads it, makes sure she's got full, 2 double barrel, both chambers ready to go. Goes down, shoots the doctor guy after he stabs her with the scalpel. Somewhere she picked up a pistol. I don't remember where that was. Oh, it was when she hit the guy with the gun.
Yeah.
So now she's got 2 guns. Brilliant. Thank you for actually doing something that makes sense.
Yeah, her Rambo moment was solid.
Yeah.
Her Rambo moment was solid. The only thing that made me laugh was the turned over sideways part whenever she was shooting.
Right. That didn't make any sense.
I was like, okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a choice, but
directorial, yeah.
But the fact that we got anything, that's one of the things that mainly frustrated me about this movie, was there was so much teasing where
not enough payoff.
Yeah, where we hear screaming, where we see bloody drills, where we have all of this kind of guesswork, where they're tickling our imagination, but for me they weren't giving us enough.
What about when they flayed the skin off of Lucy's back?
That's when I literally wrote, finally some steak.
Finally, so that was the steak that you were missing from all the systems.
Yes, like
that got me. Was not a fan, but that was what it was for. It was made to get that reaction from somebody like me. That's what happened. So that's okay.
Yeah, I was over here like, where the hell is it?
Right.
Where
this
is
taking too long?
Yeah, we've been hiding all of this horrific stuff.
Right.
And, but yeah, it was all teasing the torture, teasing the severity of the situation.
You didn't like it. I did. Because
I liked
the subtlety of it, because I made it worse in my own head, I think, than what they could have shown.
I don't think so, because you didn't.
Well, as bad as I flinched, okay, so maybe you have a point.
That's the thing, is like your imagination's bad, but if the thing is right, like the makeup, the blood work, all that stuff was done really well.
Yeah.
Also, the acting, I will say, direction-wise, a little mid, but the actors themselves.
Really
they acted the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Like Anna, Lucy, they killed it.
Yeah.
I thought they did a fantastic job with the pain, and when Anna's freaking out and crying and wailing and all that, like she really sold it. Yeah. I thought she did a great job.
Yeah, those 2 actresses did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
I liked them.
But yeah, it wasn't until the skin peeling scene where Homeboy's, he's doing his thing, carving into her, and I'm like, initially I was like, what the hell is he doing? Because he seems to be just doing it randomly.
Right, that's why I said he was playing tic-tac.
Yeah.
Or tic-tac-toe on her back with a scalpel.
Yeah.
But no, he had a purpose.
Yeah. But yeah, the final peeling and her screaming and all that, I was like, okay, now we're not fooling around.
Okay, here's a question for you with sizzle and steak.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, Lucy's being crucified. She's looking up, and she hears it. She sees it. She's there. We got to find out. And she starts talking, and Anna can hear her talking. Lucy gives her the whole big secret of the moment between life and death. That moment that this group has been searching for decades.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep bugging Anna. What'd she say? All your investors, what'd she say? The priest, I guess. I heard what she said. What'd she say?
That killed me. I loved it.
Because it was so horrible, so terrifying that the priest couldn't take it anymore and he offs himself?
Well, because it's a fundamental truth. Like, that one I can easily forgive, because it's a fundamental truth that we don't know. There are people who believe they know, and more power to them for what they think. We can't verify it that this is where everyone's going to go. I know. We can't verify it scientifically, yada yada. Anyways,
proceed.
So yes, the mystery of that I could accept a lot easier.
Okay.
Of him being like, I heard her, and then he shoots himself. Like, was it good? Was it bad? Who knows? Was it nothing? Like, we don't know.
Right.
Because
could have been Toll House cookie recipe.
Exactly.
More chocolate chips next time when you bring me cookies. Yeah, something silly like that.
100%. No, what pissed me off about that whole part was the ending. The ending was trash. That was such a cop-out.
But it was when they were little kids. Where you go, I want to go.
No. That's
and
fine.
So they both went together.
Okay. Here's how they should have done it. Okay. All right. Here's how they should have done it. Homegirl starts dying. She does her eye rolling back. She says her prophecy.
Right.
Priest hears it. I heard her. Pow. Anna grabs the gun, starts threatening people. They run away, all that stuff. If Anna had laid her head in a cuddle position, they do the exact same thing. They start cuddling, puts her head right next to hers. She takes the gun, and she blows both their brains out. Absolutely would agree. What did Anna go through?
That would have been a cool ending.
That would have been a great ending, and then you fade out to them as kids saying, I go where you go, sing a song, I don't care. But why did Anna have this, like, sympathetic, eye-rolling back possession thing that was going on?
Was she bled out? She'd been stabbed. She'd been shot.
That wasn't enough to kill her. It was a shoulder wound and a light kidney wound.
Right, because it was a small scalpel.
It was a small scalpel.
But when she died, was she seeing the same thing that Lucy was seeing?
Well, I don't know. That's a whole other conversation.
Maybe she knew what to see because Lucy whispered in her ear, this is what I'm seeing, and she knew what to look for as she was going out too. That's why her eyes rolled back in her head.
She
kicked off together.
I don't think she would have been going out. I think it would have taken her days to go out with the wounds that she had. If they had hurt Anna more, if you're gonna do it that way, where they do the eye rolling thing, all that jazz, we gotta f Anna up a lot more. Where Anna is dying, she has like 10 minutes left to live anyways.
But that was the difference between her and Lucy. Lucy was a martyr. Lucy could take that punishment. Lucy could take that pain. That's why Lucy was picked to be the one to die and bring back the message. Anna kept her eyes closed whenever she was getting tortured. Open your eyes if you want to live. Open your eyes if you want to live. And she kept her eyes closed. She'd rather die than continue the torture. So she was weaker than Lucy. Therefore, the stab, the gunshot, the getting buried alive, the crawling through everything, the getting beat up. Now, a little bit more beat up, I agree, probably wouldn't have hurt matters any because it does seem like she just kind of kicked off.
Yeah, that's my thing, is like, it really just seems like she was like, okay.
You're thinking the wounds were too superficial.
Yes.
And see, I was like, okay, well, maybe she did die.
If we
I was more willing to accept that.
That's fair. But yeah, if we had something, I don't know, stabbed in the internal part of her leg where, like, she's slowly bleeding out.
Right.
A lung shot even with a bigger knife.
Yeah.
Get a bone saw involved in that. Like, you know, where you, like, doctor slashes her in the chest or, you know, something like that. Just something that bloodied her up more where you realize, because I never felt when she was going her whole Rambo mode that she was on a timer. I assumed even after she got stabbed with the scalpel in the kidney and all that, she was gonna live. She was gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So I never felt like, oh, she's gonna die. What is she gonna do? Is she gonna make it?
You didn't feel bad. You weren't worried about her.
No. I was like, so far she's killing it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you've got some wounds, but
suck it up. Come on.
You still got enough to, like, go all ham in the church and, like, you're like, get her down now. Just like, you know, it.
Okay, so what are you gonna rate this one?
It was fine.
So
I'm gonna.
Was it? It's just. You spent some time.
You spent some time. Yeah. I wouldn't call it a good time. Certainly wouldn't call it a bloody good time, but it's not bad enough that it's a waste of time.
Okay.
I don't feel like my time was wasted, but I 100% think that I could make the movie better.
Okay. I'm going to rate it was a good time.
You had a good time?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Even with the gore that I'm not real big on. To me, the mental aspect of it, where my imagination was running, that was good. I don't get to use that side of my brain a lot, so it was kind of nice to let it run a little wild. And that's why I think I'm giving it a higher rating than what you did.
Well, I mean, that's very fair. What did it for you? Like, why, other than the mystery, or was that the main thing?
Main thing, well, I liked. I'm kind of with you. I wish they would have either cut the demon thing out, or done it differently, or run it through the whole movie.
Yeah.
Because it became a theme and then it disappeared.
Yeah.
So that kind of bothered me. But I was kind of thinking, okay, is that going to happen again later on? Because she kept saying that the monsters, I got to do all this to make the monsters go away.
Exactly. It sounded ritualistic.
Right. And then I was thinking, okay, we finally got the ritual.
Yeah.
We're going to see the monster. It didn't really happen, so that kind of bothered me. But yeah, what I liked, I guess, really what I liked was probably the performance by the actresses.
Absolutely.
They did such a good job.
They kept that movie alive.
To me,
100%.
To me too. For me too. I liked the hearing the torture but not seeing the torture. Because, like I say, that allowed that imaginative side of my brain to kind of kick in and make things as bad as I could handle it in here without seeing it up there. Because when we did get the visual, that's when
then it changed the game. Yeah,
that's when I had an issue.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's to me a fun show is not necessarily the right adjective for it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I did. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it enough that I'm not angry that I watched it. There have been some horror movies that I've watched where I've been like, I have wasted 90 minutes of my life,
right?
And I'm pissed about it because I value my time that I have on this planet,
right?
But this one, I didn't feel the case. Like, it was certainly good enough. I just wouldn't put it as a good time.
There you have it.
Yeah, that is Martyrs. Anything to promote? Anything like that? Any projects you got going on?
Not yet. Still trying to figure out what we're going to do next. I'm looking forward to this. This has been a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. And yeah, if anybody's got any suggestions, be happy to take them. We do have a little bit of a list, some that you want to see, some that I want to see. And we'll just have to figure out which one we want to do next.
Absolutely. So if you guys have any recommendations, feel free to put them in the comments. Send us an email. We'll have all that kind of communication and all that. So that way, if you want us to watch something that's really messed up, where we're both permanently disturbed and have to go to group therapy, something like that. Does that sound good to you?
Sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Send it on. We'll give it a try.
But until next time, y'all take care.
See ya.